You know what's funny? The more intelligent you are, the more you torture yourself. Smart people don't struggle with making decisions because they lack information. They struggle because their brains are like supercomputers running 50 tabs at once. And here's the kicker: the very intelligence that's supposed to help you solve problems, it becomes your biggest prison. Today, we're going to understand why brilliant minds get trapped in thought loops they can't escape, and more importantly, how to break free from it. Here's the science. A study of Mensa members, people with IQs in the 99th percentile, found that 20% suffer from anxiety disorders. That's double the national average. Why? It's not because they're weak. It's because their brains work differently. When you have high intelligence, you have what researchers call high-capacity working memory. Basically, your brain can hold and process multiple pieces of information simultaneously. That's amazing for creativity and problem solving. But here's the dark side. Your brain doesn't just think about one scenario. It thinks about all the scenarios, all at once. An average person sees a choice, option A or option B. A smart person sees option A, option B, 17 sub-options, 15 possible consequences, 12 worst-case scenarios, and 5 variations on each worst-case scenario. Your brain keeps processing all of them simultaneously. It's like having 20 browser tabs open in your mind and you can't close any of them. Plus, intelligent people tend to be more self-aware. They don't just think, they think about their thinking. We call this metacognition. So you're not just overthinking a problem, you're also analyzing your overthinking and then analyzing your analysis. It's like being trapped in a Russian nesting doll made of anxiety. But here's what nobody tells you. Overthinking usually starts in childhood. Imagine a kid growing up in an unpredictable environment. Maybe a parent who's sometimes gentle, sometimes explosive. Maybe constant conflict. Maybe emotional abandonment. That child learns something crucial for survival. You have to be hypervigilant. You have to scan for danger. You have to pick up on subtle cues. You have to predict what's going to happen next because predicting it means you can protect yourself. This is called hypervigilance, and it rewires the brain. The amygdala, your threat detection system, gets overactive. The prefrontal cortex, your logical thinking area, becomes locked in a pattern of constant scanning. Now here's the thing. Smart kids are even more prone to this because they notice everything. They don't just notice the parent is angry. They notice the change in tone 2 seconds before the anger explodes. They notice the micro expressions, the body language shifts, everything. And because they're intelligent, they try to create a system to prevent future harm. They think, if I just think through every possibility, I can control the outcome. So the overthinking isn't actually overthinking. It's a learned survival mechanism. And it doesn't switch off just because you grow up and leave that environment. Your nervous system is still running the code. Danger could be anywhere. Think harder, analyze more, stay alert. Here's something research just confirmed. When you overthink, your brain activates a specific network called the default mode network. This network includes the amygdala, prefrontal cortex, and posterior cingulate cortex. These regions are designed for self-referential thinking, basically thinking about yourself. When rumination kicks in, these areas light up like a Christmas tree. Your brain is running simulations, replaying scenarios, and creating mental models of all possible futures. But here's the problem. The more you think, the more anxiety you feel. And the more anxiety you feel, the more you think you need to solve it through more thinking. It's a loop. Your brain thinks, if I just analyze this one more time, I'll find the answer. I'll find the certainty. But certainty doesn't exist. And your brain knows this. Deep down, it knows that analysis has diminishing returns. But it keeps trying anyway because the anxiety is unbearable. Research shows that overthinking actually depletes your cognitive resources. It's why smart people often feel burned out, exhausted, and unable to make simple decisions. Your brain is literally running itself into the ground, trying to achieve something that's neurologically impossible. Absolute certainty before taking action. And the cruelest part? The more intelligent you are, the better you are at rationalizing why you need to keep thinking. You can always find another angle to analyze, always another variable to consider. So what's the answer? It's not to think less. That's impossible for a smart brain. It's to realize that your overthinking isn't a sign of intelligence. It's a sign of fear wearing an intelligence mask. The breakthrough comes when you understand your intelligence is meant to help you move forward, not paralyze you. Smart people don't succeed because they think longer. They succeed because they trust themselves enough to move despite uncertainty. And that takes real strength. If you recognize yourself in this video, drop a comment below. I want to know. What do you overthink the most? Because understanding the pattern is the first